part of in Experior. We have some of the best leaders, as you will see as we go through the presentation. You're going to see why this is the best place to place your hat, to hang your hat, should I say, right here with Wealthmakers and Experior. This is a great place to be. Let's get this going here. There we go. All right. So first off, let's talk about Wealthmakers. That's a great lead in. Wealthmakers, we have been the number one team in submitted application count globally. That was ending in 2024. This year is coming to an end, and so the verdict will be out on who is going to be the top of the leaderboard. But I'm sure we're going to be somewhere in that top echelon. We are the top 3 agencies in production ending in 2024. Top 3 production agency in production in 2024. We're the number 1 agency in recruiting ending in 2024 on the leaders board. Number 1 agency. All right. And if I have some co-hosts on there, just kind of control the volume. If someone needs to be muted, please do that for me and help me out. We are the number 1 agency globally with the largest number of licensed agents ending in 2024 on the leaders board. So you can already see just from that alone how awesome our team is. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. We are also providing weekly trainings, both in English and in Spanish. We have you have access to the Wealthmakers University, which is a 24/7 university where you can get all kind of information and knowledge to help you build and grow your business. You have access to a 90-day mentorship program that we have here at Wealthmakers with your senior manager or your executive director or both. We have an incredible team culture. Our team culture is second to none. We are all like one big family. We help each other. We are when you get invited into the group chats, you can ask questions, get answers, give answers. I mean, it's an ebb and flow, help everyone type of environment. And then we have our own rewards and recognitions right here in Wealthmakers. We'll talk about that here in just a minute. Now, we have won these awards, as you can see. 2022, the MVP of the company award. 2023 MVP, 2024 MVP. That's what we did as a team. So these awards are team awards. Yes, our leaders go up on the stage to receive the awards, but they would not have those awards without us as a team working together. And so we've been awarded that position, MVP, for 3 years in a row. That's pretty awesome. That's a pretty awesome track record. Now I want to show you something. Again, our leaders are always putting together things to help us to expand our business. I want to show you a brief video that talks about an AI system that we have access to here at Wealthmakers.
In today's world, digital marketing is a crucial component for running a successful business. Your marketing efforts should focus on 3 key components: capture, nurture, and close. Here are some important facts to consider. 60% of clients drop off due to a lack of a clear process. 80% of new leads fail to convert into sales because of inadequate lead nurturing. Over half of digital marketers report using 50 or more tech platforms, leaving them overwhelmed. Wealthmakers AI offers a unique, tech-advanced solution that financial experts need to scale their businesses efficiently. Wealthmakers AI provides done-for-you funnels with connected email campaigns, including 7 templates to guide prospects into setting appointments. Fully developed websites for services such as Million Dollar Baby, tax-free retirement, safe money rollovers, mortgage protection, and more. Customization options allow you to add your logo, update your contact information, and connect your domain. The system will maintain communication with clients until they are ready to close. Additionally, Wealthmakers AI will introduce a groundbreaking product, self-selling strategies. This tool is ideal for agents with limited time, those inexperienced in sales or product knowledge, or anyone seeking to automate their processes. Get access to experts in the fintech industry. Learn product basics through our simplified concept courses. and explore our 24/7 video training library at Wealthmakers University. If you're interested in advanced market products, you're in the right place. That's our specialty. Agency owners will find the ideal environment to amplify their success with agents, empowered to self-train and develop their skills. Use our ready-to-go compliant ads to enhance your visibility. Choose from our ads library or create your own using our built-in AI content and image creator. Here's a quick overview of what our platform offers. Lead capturing funnels, fully automated booking engine, lead nurturing to convert customers, closing more deals with informed clients, customizable websites and funnels, done-for-you websites, funnels, and campaigns, social media syndication tool, evergreen and live webinars, Wealthmakers community forum, chatbots, AI agent, business phone number, reputation and review marketing, dialer, CRM, text marketing, email marketing, mobile app, calendar booking, Facebook Ads Manager, AI content creator, iImage creator, first to market self-selling funnel, Spanish-speaking agents have translated access, and much more. If you were to purchase all of these individual tools, it would cost you over $1,612 per month. However, with Wealthmakers AI, everything is integrated for you at an incredibly reasonable cost. Let us help take your business to new heights. Wealthmakers AI, empowered agent platform.
Now that system is amazing. It is. We have the advanced, more of the advanced model for those who are really kind of advanced in building their business. It's not a requirement that you do get this. It's $29.99 a month. You have access free for your first month, and then after that, $29.99. But if you add 100 contacts and 5 new business partners, your next month is actually free. And this system is really amazing because you can syndicate your send outs, like when you post into social media, when you're when you want to send out emails, you can all do that by just automatic. It's pretty amazing. I actually use the system, and I've gotten quite a response from the system. So we are powered by Experior Financial, okay, Wealthmakers, and it's an independent market organization for life, health, and annuity carriers. Our motto is real people, real ownership, and real change. So you'll see that throughout this presentation. Founded in 2014, it's the first Canadian-owned brokerage to expand to the USA, growing to over 13,000 agents across North America. Over 13,000 agents across North America. Canadian headquarters is Guelph, Ontario, and USA headquarters is Buffalo, New York. So it is amazing to be a part of this company. As you can see, the accolades that are on the bottom, there are a lot of accolades from Best Place to Work, Verified Canada Best Businesses, the Canadian Choice Award. I mean, just many awards, and there are many more that are being presented to the company as it continues to grow. And guess what? We're all receiving the benefits of that. Now, what you see here is it always pays to be part of something bigger than yourself. I mean, if you could raise your hand, how many of you out there would agree? It always pays to be part of something bigger than yourself. Well, guess what? Here at Experior, we are a part of something bigger than us. It's a company called AOG, and we are partners. We have partnered with AOG. And what they are is they're a brokerage company. So they actually bring in not a brokerage, a holdings company. So they bring in small companies or medium-sized companies and partner with them and make it better. They make each one of the companies that we partner with better. And we're on the top echelon of this company. It's called the Associate Owners Group, AOG. That's what it stands for. And we've already begun networking with companies such as Copper. There's TKT Consulting. There's Common Sense Financial. And there's more companies coming on board to be a part of this. So that ownership that we talk about with Experior also expands into AOG, which is going to allow our shares to just blow through the roof as far as the value, which is really, really great. That's a really, really great thing. Now, let's talk about the promotions and recognition. One of the things that we do and we love to do here at at Wealthmakers is we love to recognize those people who are excelling and doing this job well and doing well at what they do. And so as you're getting better at what you do, you get, when you reach that 10K in production in a month, right? You reach that 10K in production in a month, you're actually awarded this nice jacket. You're awarded this nice jacket. And I want to talk a little bit more about that later. But we're awarded this nice jacket as an SFA. When you reach senior manager, you get the 3 stars, right? So you're now a 3-star, like a 3-star general kind of. It's 3-star pin, and you get a 7-day hotel stay. So they're going to pay for that for you. You're called the sales beast at that point. When you reach the executive director, they're really going to roll out the red carpet, right? Here at Experior, they're going to roll out the red carpet for you. You're going to get 4 stars, which will be on your jacket. You're also going to get a watch. And we're not talking about a watch that you can go buy at one of these little stores. We're talking about a high valued watch. Then you're going to get a flight. All right. And that flight is going to also include hotel. It's a round trip flight for 2 people, and you get a cruise. So they are really, really laying it out when you become an executive director. There's quite a bit of rewards that you get when you reach that level. Along the way, you may be given an all-star award, meaning that you hit 10K in production and you had 10 recruits in 1 month. All right. We had someone last month that just blew through the roof on that. Just really blew through the roof. Pushed our team probably to number 1. We have the trainer presenter recognition. So if you are good at training and presenting, it says, don't make me use my teacher voice. That's actually an award and a pin that you get to put on your jacket. We also have a hold on, let me chat GPT this. That's for agents who are always ready to provide help to those who are looking for it. And then we have our social media influencer pin as well. So there's several different awards that we get as agents here at Wealthmakers. You also are awarded a t-shirt. Now, this t-shirt says, ask me about Medicare. With 10 clients in 1 month using EOS platform, you get that t-shirt that's made specifically for marketing, and that's awarded to you. Now, here at Experior and in Wealthmakers, we don't only work hard, but we also play hard. Okay, we're several events that we do. Now, we have a Texas Takeover event that we do on a yearly basis. That one's coming up for the year 2026. It's a 3-day intensive boot camp and a global leadership with carriers and partners that attend. We have our Experior convention coming up April 2026. Get your tickets. It's going to be in Orlando, Florida. Going to be filled with awards, recognition, global leadership. Again, carriers and partners will be there. Then we have qualifiers trips that happen throughout the year. There's multiple carriers offering trips for 2026, and new agents can qualify for that as well. So there's a lot of things that we do to have fun while we're working hard. Now, for those out there that are skeptical about the insurance industry, maybe there's some skepticism there. We're gonna break that out. In 1347, the first documented insurance policy was issued in Genoa. In 1752, Benjamin Franklin, we all know who Benjamin is, right? We should have something in our wallet that has Benjamin on it. Benjamin Franklin founded the first American insurance company, 1752, right? 1776, we all know what happened. The USA gained its independence. In 1792, there were 24 people that got together and created the stock market. In 1933, the FDIC was created to protect consumers, protect consumer bank deposits, and rebuild trust after banks failed during the Great Depression. So an insurance company, Federal Department of Insurance, they created this to protect consumers. All right. So an insurance company was created to protect banks. Isn't that something, right? In 2024, $1 trillion was written in insurance premiums annually. $1 trillion. So USA insurance was around 17 years before the USA declared its independence. And insurance was around 33 years before the stock market was created. So people that are putting all their trust in stock, guess what? Insurance was around 33 years before that stock market ever traded its first share. All right, let's talk about our partners. So we have several partners, over 50, I would say really over 60 partners that we partner with. And globally, our global market is projected to grow from $5.6 trillion to $9.8 trillion by 2027. That's just a couple of years away. 9.8 trillion. Let that sink in. Insurance providers that have been in the business for over a century, like Mutual of Omaha, Baltimore Life, Americo. There's many, many more. National Life. There are many, many more companies that we can name that have been in business for over 100 years. Matter of fact, a fun fact for you is Nassau Life actually covered Abraham Lincoln. That's pretty cool. Now, not only do you have the opportunity to become an agent, you also have the opportunity to become what we call an investment advisor representative. IAR, investment advisor representative. You can do that and partner up with our partner company called Global View Capital. Global View Capital Advisors. They partner up with money managers like America Fund, BlackRock, Vanguard, TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab, Fidelity. These companies you see and know well. Many of them have advertisements on TV, but you can partner up and become a money manager for people, not just provide insurance, but be a one-stop shop, insurance, and help you manage your money with our partners. Let's talk a little bit about our business and the ownership. That's the key word, is ownership, right? So the big thing that we know and we hear of in this industry is, do you own your clients? And many companies will say, yeah, you own your clients. But if you walk away within the first year, second year, third year, guess what? Those clients are staying with that company. What I like about Experior is from day one, you're vested, meaning that your clients are your clients. You own your clients from day one. That's ownership. That means if you decide to walk away day 5, God forbid you do that. I don't know why you would do that. But just if you did decide, hey, I want to walk away a year later, all your clients can go with you. You can take your clients with you. Your book of business can go with you, which is really, really big. Very, very big in this industry. Now, the second portion of ownership is you get to own your agency. All right. When you reach executive director, you're given all your agency codes, your agency code overrides. You become what we call a silver legacy owner with the company, a silver legacy owner. And that can grow to gold and all the way up to platinum. Okay. And then you have ownership of Experior itself. That's through shares. Okay. So you can earn up to 8,500 equity shares with Experior. So now you have ownership of your clients, you have ownership of your agency, and you have ownership of part of Experior. That is huge. That is huge. Matter of fact, the equity shares that you get are given by the company when you reach certain levels. Okay, as you reach certain levels, they offer every agency, every agent, the unique opportunity to become a shareholder in the company and celebrate the company's financial success. Why is this big? This is big because guess what? It's still ground floor. People still don't hardly know about Experior. It's like if you ask your friends, ask your neighbors, ask your family members, hey, have you ever heard of Experior? They're going to go, Experior who? That's a great spot to be in. That means that you have massive, massive amounts of growth that's going to happen. That means that these shares are going to go through the roof over time. So you want to get your shares early and get those shares, right? When you get those shares, guess what? Now you have a share. You're a shareholder with the company. So that's super, super powerful. Not only can you get equity shares with Experior, but you can also get equity shares with Global View Partners as well. They decided to do the same thing, and they offer up to 2,000 shares with their company as a investor representative, investor advisor representative. All right. So let's talk about compensation. Let's talk about compensation. So we have two things. There's something that's going around and people say, man, I don't want to join this company because all you got to do is recruit. I don't want to recruit. I just want to build a clientele and build an agency. Guess what? We got you. You can do just that here at Experior. You can build your agency. Now, how you build and how you become this is called our producer model. With our producer model, you start out at 70%, right? Newly licensed agent, 70%. That's great. That's a great place to start, 70%. So you start out at 70% and then you move up to 85% by doing 10K of premium over 3 months rolling. Now you're at 85%. To get to 100%, you need to do 30,000 over 6 months. All right, 30,000 of cash flow. You move up to 100%, 107, 115, senior manager. You can go all the way up to 130% on this side without recruiting not one single person. That is powerful. That means that you've built a clientele on your own pen, your own work, and you're making it happen as an agency owner, right? It's pretty powerful. But maybe you're like me and like a lot of us on this line, and you are a builder. What does that mean? That means that you're going to build, not only are you going to build a client base, you're going to build an agent base. So you're bringing agents on board and you're getting clients. So how does this work? First off, we all start out at 70% as a newly licensed agent, just like you did with the producer model. You move up to 85% the same way you did with the producer model at 85%, 10,000 over 3 months. Now, here's where the difference comes in. When you become senior manager, in order to get to senior manager, you need to do 30,000 over 2 months and have 4 active agents helping you do that. All right. So you're splitting that 30,000 between the 5 of you. Then to get to executive director, you need to do 60,000 over 2 months with 7 active agents, so that you and 7 other active agents doing 60,000 over 2 months will get you at the executive director level. The next level from that is senior executive director, which is 120% contract. Really, really powerful. You can go all the way up to 130%. Okay. So what's awesome is this green line. This is what I call the money line. We're going to talk about that here in just a minute. But this whole package represents 28% hierarchy bonus, an additional 12% builder bonus, access to a 4% agency bonus, and there's more bonuses that are available. Now, along the way, when you are building your agency, you're getting new clients, you're getting new agents, the company is going to reward you. This is part of the company reward system. They're going to award you and reward you with these what we call 6-figure earner rings. Now, we have several 6-figure earners in our team, on our team here at Wealthmakers, several of them that have earned their 6-figure ring. All right. So when you hit that $100,000 over 12 months, you're going to get that 6-figure earner ring. 250,000, you're going to get another ring. 500,000, you're going to get another ring. 750,000, you are going to get another ring. When you reach a 1 million over 12 months, right? You're going to get a $1 million ring. And I do see that hand raised. We're going to open it up at the end. So if you can, just take notes of your questions for me. Take notes of your questions that you want to ask. We're gonna open it up at the end of the presentation to answer all questions. Okay. Thank you so much. So when you hit that $1 million, you're going to get that $1 million earner ring. When you hit that $2 million over 12 months, and we have people that are real close to that right now, hitting that $2 million in 1 year, you're going to get that $2 million ring. So the company believes in rewarding you. Now, another thing I like about this company is we have products that you don't have to have a license to operate in these products. That's really awesome. That means that you can come in, be studying, working on getting your license, and actually marketing these products right here. And we're going to talk about this a little bit later, more, kind of get in depth with it. But we have debt consolidation. All right. That's a company called Debt Medic. It's another company that we have, Debt Mediator. 2 companies that we can work with. Okay, not both models are going to fit everybody. One of them may fit somebody a little bit better, but 2 companies, and you can start marketing this right away. How many of you out there know people that are in debt that could use something? Right? We probably all know at least one person that could probably use that product. All right, we have our trustee friend trust program. Okay, this is where we deal with living trust. We deal with estate planning. We have our Excel Empire, which is dealing with small businesses for taxes, helping small businesses out. And there's other products that they have as well. We have Legal Shield, which is like having a legal shield, having a lawyer in your back pocket, right? So you get in trouble, you need to get a lawyer's advice. You can call them up because we're part of Legal Shield. Then we have Score Navigator. Score Navigator is basically a credit building system. And then last but not least, we have our Medicare referral program, EOS, which is awesome because you don't have to have all the licenses, all those things that they need to become a Medicare agent. You don't have to have all that. You just have to be able to refer people. And it's really, really awesome to be able to do that. So those are products that you can deal with without having a license. Now, once you get your license, there are several products that you can market. Okay, from term life, right? Everybody should know what term life is. That means that it's going to be 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years of insurance. Once that time is up, that insurance policy will lapse and it will be over. That's a term life. We also have whole life policy. So maybe you don't have a term. Maybe you need a whole life policy. Maybe you're online and you want to sell insurance, but you don't have insurance yourself. I would encourage you to get a policy. Get that policy. Write your own first policy so that you can be a product of the products. Okay. So whole life is basically going to encompass your entire life. So you set that policy up and it goes to year 120. So if you live past 120, well, I don't know what happens at that point. But whole life policy. And we also deal with a policy that has, you can be your own bank. Infinite banking system. Okay, we have a couple of companies that work with that as well. Then we have your IUL. That stands for Index Universal Life. This is more like a wealth building life insurance policy. So you can store up for the future. You have living benefits with that. And there's many things that go with an IUL. Okay, you're gaining money, compounding interest between 8 and 12%. It's great. It's a great product. All right. And then we have annuities. So we can do safe money rollover. So if you have a 401k that's been sitting there from a job you had 15 years ago, and that money's still there, we can find that money and roll it over into an annuity so that it continues to grow and you have control over that. All right. And then there's Medicare. If you want to jump in, both feet in, and become a Medicare qualified, certified person, you can do that as well here at Experior. Then you have health insurance. All right, we have companies like Manhattan Life. We have companies that we deal with health supplemental benefits, which is also Manhattan Life and Aflac. So we have companies that do that. Okay, so we have something for everybody. Something for everybody, literally. Now, how do you make money? How do you make money? First off, you study, take the exam, become licensed. You and your mentor will make an appointment. You'll meet with that potential client either on Zoom or in person. When you do that, you're going to do an assessment. You're going to do an EFA, or you're going to do a green sheet. You're going to do one of those two things to find out what that person, what that family needs. Now, for this example, you're going to use a family of 3. Okay, husband, wife, and a child. And each one of them is going to get a policy. So you're at their house, you're sitting down with them, found out what they needed, and now you're presenting them with their product. Okay. So on average, we're going to say each policy is $100 per month. $100 per month. So you multiply that by 12. That gives you $1,200 AP. AP stands for annual premium. Gives you $1,200 in annual premium. Okay, so we're going to take that 1,200. We're going to multiply that by 85%. Okay, which is your commission rate now. 85% of 1,200 is approximately $1,020. Now, with that family of 3, you multiply that by 3. That's $3,060 that you would get in commission for writing those 3 policies for that family. Okay, this example, we're using Forrester's 30-year term. So actual payout is based on what a carrier pays Experior on each product, multiplied by an average factor of 90%, and then multiplied by your commission level. So whatever commission level you are, that's how they calculate that payout for you. Now, if you help 2 families a month, 2 families, okay? Or if you help 6 individuals, it doesn't have to be 2 families, it could be 6 individuals by themselves. 2 families a month, right? Each with 3 family members getting coverage. The average income is going to be about $61.20 per month. $61.20 per month. If you look at that for an annual income, that's $73,440. Now, as you're working the business, you're bringing in clients, you're bringing in agents, you're moving up to what we call our executive director. So executive directors on average are producing right around $10K a month, right? And their commission level is 115%. So that means that for every $10K, they are getting $11,500. So we're going to do some math here. $11,500 as an executive director. Okay, now you're an executive director. You're starting to build your team. So you have an agency code that's given to you. Remember we talked about how you have ownership of your agency code? Now you have an agency code that's given to you as an executive director. So the example of 1,200 AP multiplied by 6 clients is $7,200. That's what we're using as an example. So you have agents here on all different levels. You brought in a new agent at 70%. You've got somebody that worked their way up to senior financial associate. They're 85%. You've got 2 agents that have worked their way up to senior manager. They're at 100%. So the difference, the spread, we call it, between you and your brand new agent is 45%. So you're going to get 45% of that 7,200. Remember, they're helping 6 clients. That 7,200 that they get, you're going to get 45% of that as an override. That's $3,240. For your senior financial associates, they're at 85%. So your spread is 30%. You're going to get 30% of their 7,200. That's $2,160. What's beautiful about this is you're not taking it from your agent. The company is paying you. The company is compensating you for this. All right. So your senior managers, you have 2 of them, and they're both doing exactly what you train them to do. Your spread between them is 15%. So 15% of 7,200 is $1,080. So your total override income for the month, this is just your agent's production, is $7,560. All right. So we're going to add that to your personal production. Now, what happens when a person becomes an executive director? Well, now you're both at the same level. You're both at 115%. Does that mean that you lose out from now on? No. Actually, that person now becomes your first generation. So now the company is going to reward you by giving you 14% of that person's entire organization. On average, an executive director's organization or team is generating right around $40,000 of production. Okay. Once that happens, the override for that individual, 14%, is $5,600. So we're going to add that up. Now, your new team is growing. Your team is growing, right? Your new executive director, their team is growing. They're doing that $40,000 on average per month. When they do that, your team does $40,000. You're going to get a 4% bonus. That's $1,600. So we're going to add that up. Now, let's add all those figures up. Your personal production, your override, your executive override, your team production, and then your bonus, right? Your agency bonus. So we're going to add all those up. That totals $26,260 a month. So over 12 months, that equals $315,000, just over $315,000 annually. That's not bad for a business that you can run from home, right? Set your own hours, right? It's pretty amazing. So anytime you get into business, you know that there are expenses. If you start a franchise today, I promise you, you will not start that franchise for free. As a matter of fact, you're going to pay a pretty penny for most franchises that you decide to start. If you decide to start a business where you're just cleaning windows, you're going to have to pay for the supplies to start it, market it, advertise it. You're going to have all those things. So with insurance and with our business, it's the same thing. But what do you get? How do you run this business? You're going to get training webinars. You're going to get access to a 24/7 video library. You're going to get what we call our built-in financial analysis tool, which if you paid for that, it would cost you. I'm telling you. You're going to get access to our insurance toolkits. You're going to get access to a CRM, which you can manage all your customers and clients. It's pretty awesome. You're going to get access to the quoting tools and annuity rate watch and all of that. Now, if you were to pay for all of this outside of Experior, you would be paying right around $250 a month for each one of these tools individually. Combined, but individually, you'd pay a total of $250 a month. But here at Experior, we're not expecting you to pay that. As a non-licensed individual, your only obligation is $19 a month. $19 a month. As a licensed individual, you would be paying $40 to $89 a month, okay? As a licensed agent, $40 to $89 a month. So that's not bad for the potential to be able to make $315,000 in a year, right? So now with Experior, again, we are on a continual global growth, right? Continually growing globally. We started in Canada. We branched out to the U.S. 2014. right? 2020, excuse me. We expanded to Puerto Rico in 2024. And guess what? There are many more countries coming on board. Just a matter of time, right? We've expanded from very few agents to over 13,000 agents. And that's growing at a rate of about 1,000 agents per month, probably more than that. So you're definitely at the right place at the right time. So the question is, one of these four numbers fits where you are, or may fit where you are. Maybe it doesn't, but it might fit where you are. I love what you do, and I'm interested in becoming a client, meaning I need an insurance policy. I need some help with my debt. I want to build my credit. I want to help somebody with Medicare. Whatever it is, if that's you, hit number one, right? If that's you, hit number one. Number two, I would be interested in referring you business, meaning I like what I see, and I have other people that I want to tell about this, that I want to share them with you. If that's you, hit number two and put it in the chat. Number three, I'm not licensed agent, but I'm ready to get started. Sign me up. Put that in the chat if that's you. Put it in the chat so that your person that invited you on this call can see that you're serious about hopping on and doing what it takes to be successful. And then number four, I am licensed and I need to join now. Maybe you're licensed, you're with a different company, you have a different agency that you're with, but you like Experior. We want to bring you over here and have you hop on board with us. If that's you, maybe that's you. All right, go ahead and put that in the chat. Again, we're going to open it up here shortly for questions, right? So we did have some winners that did the 10K production. You can see the names here. They're popping up. There's Luis Martinez. There's Happy Woo. Happy Woo. And there's Rebecca Vera, excuse me. She did 162,000. Look at that. There's Valletta Glenn. She did 12,000. There's Kim Chrysler. She did 170,000. There is Pamela Holmes. She did over 11,000. There's yours truly, and there's Happy Woo. She did 112,000, and I did just under 10K in production. So let's give it up for those who have excelled. You could come off of mute at this time and just give it up for those who have done well on this journey. And you know what? We don't have haters. We celebrate those who are winning like this, because guess what? If it happened for them, it can happen for you too. So let's give them a big round of applause. Let's give them a big woo woo, so that we let them know that we're proud of them and glad for them. And sometimes the tables turn, and you may be the next one that has your picture on this maybe next month, right? So congratulations to you all who achieved that level of success. Great job. Thank you so much. Now, we also had last month, right? Last month, we had an individual that literally, his agency, he really called it individual, his agency, he was number one in the company. Not only in Wealthmakers, but in the entire company. He put in 103 individuals. 103 in 1 month. So no one can tell anyone that, hey, it's impossible, this can't be done. Oh my God, he put in 103.
Bashari,
Yes.
the top one is his personal record. That's personally, he recruited 97 recruits directly. Okay. And as an agency, obviously, he's a new agency. So that was about 107 as an agency. But he broke the company record. The last record was 57 directs for an individual. And so he has put a pretty high bar. Nobody in the last 10 years has done 97 directs.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
97 individuals. That's amazing.
Within 30 days only.
Within 30 days. Yeah, so let's give it up for Mr. Brandon Herndon. I don't know if he's online.